This is the Granbury City Council regular meeting. It is 6 p.m. Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. We are at Granbury City Hall, 116 West Bridge Street, Granbury, Texas, 76048. And I do want to remind the public that you could be watching this live on www.granbury.org/live. My personal preference is you show up here, /live. So we are called to order. We will have the invocation, if you will please stand. Then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, and our Reverend Dr. Bonnie Mixon McRickard of Good Shepherd Episcopal. Sorry, Bonnie, I probably messed that up.
You did just fine. I appreciate the opportunity to pray with you this evening. Loving and gracious Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for these leaders who have offered their talents and skills on behalf of this community. We ask you to give them wisdom in the exercise of their duties and foresight in providing for the needs of the people, that the city of Granbury may be a blessing to all who live here and all who visit. We ask all these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. Thank you. Okay. We have proclamations and presentations. We will recognize our outgoing council member, Eddie Rodriguez, and then we'll present the certificates of election and administer the oath of office to duly elected Jim Jarrett as mayor, place 1, and Ms. Angela Parker, council member, place 2. So, Mr. Rodriguez.
You want to talk first?
I can do that. Over here. They'll know that in just a second. Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Kaufman has all of the details about it, but I had a couple of stories I wanted to tell about Mr. Rodriguez before. He has already censored one of them. I will not be able to tell it. But having worked with Eddie over the last 4 years, it's great to see you out here, Angela, but it also is not so much. I got, we're losing Eddie. But the great humor that this man brings to the party is much, much appreciated. And the friendliness that he presents to each and every person that he comes in contact with is just a joy to watch and a joy to behold, and just a great example. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So on behalf of the city, we'd like to present you with this clock because of your time you've invested with the city in serving. Sorry, but a battery did not come in the package. So, but we also are, making sure that you walk away with your iPad that you've worked with to serve this community, and hope you get some good fun out of that as you move forward. But let me just give you all a little background. Eddie became a zoning board of adjustment member in 2014 and served till 2016. At that time, he ran for city council, or planning and zoning, and was appointed to that board and served from 2016 to 2019. And then in 2015 also, he served on the Charter Review Committee, which is a very important review of our city charter, kind of like the Constitution for our city. And so he was very involved in that in 2015. When I first got here, that's how I met him. And then as a council member from 2019 until current, and he's seeking God's will in his life and decided not to run again, and we want to honor that. But more than anything, we want to thank you for your service to our community for these 11 years, if you really think about it, and we're going to miss you. Now, just because you're not elected anymore doesn't mean you get to stop calling me and saying, hey, what's going on with this or whatever. So I'm fully prepared to continue to serve you in that capacity. So welcome and thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
You guys.
Well, I just want to say thank you for everybody that put me in the position that I am now, and I'm sure that the rest of the council, I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss the staff and everybody that we worked together with. Even you, Mayor. You know, and I think I've shared this with you. You know, you've made me a better man. You made me a better council person. You know, we have challenges on city council, and not all the time do you see eye to eye. But God always tells you what can you learn from this, and what can you learn from this scenario, and it's what I learned is sometimes you really have to dig into the details, and that's what I had to do is learn how to dig into the details and learn why you're voting the way you're voting. You only have one vote, Angela. Make it count. You know, and that's the only thing I can share and leave with you. People voted for you. Now it's you in the position to vote for them and do the best that you can. And sometimes you're not going to make them happy. And that's the hardest thing to do is when you have a friend and you can't make that friend happy, you have to take in consideration that you're doing the best for the city and for all the other people that are out there. I wish everybody farewell. I'm going to miss you. Greg, Bruce, Jeremy, Skip, and Zeb. I'm going to miss you. Working with y'all, it's been fun. And Mayor and Chris, thank you very much.
Bruce is going to take over. Mayor Pro Tem Bruce Wadley.
In the name and by the authority of the City of Granbury, Texas, this is to certify that a general election was held on November 4th, 2025, and Jim Jarrett was duly elected mayor, place 1.
Judge.
Where's the judge?
Who wants to be judge?
Go, Greg.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jim Jarrett,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Mayor, Place 1,
of Mayor, Place 1
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Hang on, Judge. Hang on, let him do the certificate.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a one certificate, but she's Angela, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. Judge, do you have more for me to say?
No,
You
no,
go right ahead.
I can't hold that and do the swear.
All right, go
You have
ahead.
to hold it. Hold that. Paul, I don't want to lose complete balance. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, second name, Angela Parker,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council Person, Place 2
of City Council Person, Place 2
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
With all my children.
Sure.
Come on up. These are my proud young babies and mamas, and for everyone that voted for me, and if you didn't either, I promise to honor and protect, and I pray to God for wisdom and discernment. And for those of you in the community that do pray, I would ask that you pray that for me. This is a new endeavor for me, but I take it on, and I'm humbled by it. Thank you.
Okay. You gonna take her? Okay. All right. You may have noticed that new Councilwoman Parker has a little assistance there from a very recent surgery. So she will be leaving us tonight to get that up so that it doesn't hurt as much. Well, we are on Granbury.org live. You can't vote from there, but you'll see how the votes do go. Thank you. Paul, thank you. You bet. Okay. Next thing on our agenda is the City Council, City Manager to issue encouraging statements and recognize city staff. Mr. Kaufman?
Thank you, Mayor. Got a little bit of a dialogue tonight. We've got some promotions and some certifications that we want to recognize, and then we've got a short video, and also want to mention about a letter to the editor that was written on behalf of our city and our staff. So, but I'd like to announce that recently promoted to police criminal investigator is Austin Krause with the Granbury PD, and Ricky Snyder from the Wastewater Collection Department has achieved his D Wastewater Treatment Operator certification. Jason Metcalf from the Water Treatment Plant has achieved his D Wastewater, or Water, not Wastewater, Operator certification. So those gentlemen are the ones that are responsible when you turn on your sink or flush the toilet, make sure things happen. And if something goes bad at home, you need an investigator, we've got Austin Krause to take care of you. So give those guys a round of applause. Also at this time, I'd like ask Carla to play a short video for you. It's about our trash cleanup this weekend.
1, 2, 3. Keep Granbury beautiful. All right. Be safe out there.
Hi, I'm Skip Overdeer. I'm on the Granbury City Council, but I'm also on the Keep Granbury Beautiful committee this year that we formed, where we invite all of the citizens of Granbury to come and help us clean up our highways and byways, keep Granbury beautiful.
Keep Granbury beautiful.
Keep Granbury beautiful!
Hi, my name is Taylor Hatfield. I am the Vice Chair for the Keep Granbury Beautiful Committee. We are so excited that All of you came out today. We cannot tell you how much this event means to us. We hope it grows, but man, today was amazing.
1, 2, 3.
Almost. There we go. So that was a very successful event. We collected about one ton of trash, 2,000 pounds of litter floating around in our highways and byways. So thank y'all, and I hope that you noticed all the youth that are involved in that. Thank you to the Granbury Independent School District for helping us rally those folks together to do that. In addition to what we did Saturday, there was another group of about 50 students that worked last month to pick up litter along with Michael Ross leadership over at the GISD campus, the high school campus, and around Pearl Street and down behind all that area that encompasses the high school facilities. So they picked up a lot of trash there as well. So thank you all for that. And then last but not least, I would like to reflect on a letter to the editor that was in our paper recently. And I'll just read it. I was lucky enough to be chosen to create a sculpture at the airport. One of my sons drove down with me from Batavia, Illinois, and installed the 6 pieces during the Halloween weekend after I'd visited earlier to see the site. I just wanted to say that it was a pleasure working with the people at the city, the Arts Commission, the Visit Granbury, and especially the friendliest little airport in Texas. All were helpful, friendly, cooperative to make the project work. My hometown of Batavia also is a 1800s river town, and though it is also has a long developed business area along a major road, it's still defined by its heart, the downtown. Batavia sees the value of art in a community, and seeing the art in Granbury knows it does well. Bill McGrath, the artist. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. So thank y'all for hosting him, accommodating him, and working with him, all that were involved. And especially the Arts Commission, Granbury Cultural Arts Commission that put this together. We had a donor that funded $15,000 towards this project, and so it's really a community effort to see this art go up. And if you get a chance, stop by the new airport field-based operations office and look at the sculpture. So thank you all very much. That's all I have, Mayor.
That's outstanding. Council, other comments?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr.
So I just want to piggyback a little bit on what the city manager's already said in the video that you saw there. You know, it took a lot of people to put this whole thing together, and I think it was an unqualified success. People like Amanda Carpenter, Madeline McKenzie, Jeff Newfer, and Chuck Licata out of our communications department put all the videos together, put up a lot of videos together for me to take to some of the communities, some of the organizations that provided some of the people that came out here and helped us with the pickup. They did all the flyers, they did all the marketing and all the advertising, so I want to just give them a shout out. And then Bobby Allison and all the coaches over at the high school brought out all the football team players from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, and that's a lot of those kids that you saw in there were the student athletes. That says a lot about those folks that would come out here and spend a Saturday morning helping us with that. Waste Connections, of course, are the ones that went around and picked up everything at your house, all the large couches and everything else that you wanted to get rid of. So we certainly wanted to thank them. And then Aaron and all of his folks at Internal Services, because once we picked up all the trash around the streets, we left all the bags all over the streets on the side of the road. And Aaron and all his folks at Internal Services went out and picked all that up and took that to them. The shredded Stericycle is the ones that did all the shredding down there, and there was like 75 cars that went through there and shredded all the documents that they had been amassing for probably years. I know I had a few state documents that I didn't want the IRS to see, so I went ahead and shredded all that. And of course, the staff that cleaned up City Hall and the back porch here where we had kind of the after party. Thank you for all of them and all the hard work that they do behind the scenes that nobody ever sees. And And then HGMA, the Historic Granbury Merchants Association, kicked in all the money that paid for all the food that we used so we could feed all the people that volunteered. They came back to City Hall afterwards, and we went through about 17 pizzas. And if you've ever seen football players go through pizzas, I'm telling you, it brought back memories that I thought I could forget. But it was just a great community event, and it takes a lot of people to do that. It just shows the pride that the people in this town have in their city, and so I'm just very thankful that I was part of that organization. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Are there other comments? We have the 5-minute clock ready. No? No other comments? Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. Thank you, Mr. Overdeer, for that. I'm going to go right to to number 5, public comments on agenda items for non-public hearing agenda items. And I don't believe we have any non-public hearing other than the consent agenda. Do we have anyone? We have no one signed up. We're going to go to number 6, consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine or previously discussed items and will be approved with one motion. However, should a member of the City Council wish to discuss any item, said item may be removed from the consent agenda and considered under the deliberation agenda. The consent agenda items are: consider approving City Council minutes from November 4th, and 6.2, consider adopting resolution number 25-21, authorizing Granbury Police Department to submit a grant for bullet-resistant components for police vehicles from the state of Texas. Gentlemen, and I guess next week we'll say gentlemen, ladies, is there any thing that you'd like to pull off the consent agenda? No? No? Do I hear a motion to pass the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wadley makes the motion. Mr. Overdeer seconds. And all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. That will pass 5-0. Go to the deliberation agenda. Consider electing a mayor pro tem from among the 5 council persons. And I know that I think all of us have heard from 2 of the current sitting council people that have an interest in being pro tem, or others have any interest in being pro tem. I look at our longest serving Mr. Corrigan down here, which traditionally has been the pathway to pro tem, or maybe not a pathway. Okay, others. Mr. Overdeer and Mr. Wadley have expressed interest, so we might as well go ahead and select a pro tem from among the 5 council persons, and that's Mr. Overdeer and Mr. Wadley, and I'm going to just go in alphabetical order. All in favor of Mr. Overdeer, raise your hand, please. Okay. Mr. Overdeer, you going to raise your hand? Come on. All in favor of Mr. Wadley, raise your hand, please. 4. You're okay. Mr. Wadley will continue as the pro tem, and I have to say I would have been happy either way, because we have 2 fine individuals that are stepping up and stepping. I mean, and you see, Mr. Overdeer almost everywhere, and Mr. Wadley has been. He's backed me up on very short notice, let's say. Okay. 7.2, determine and consider adopting the City Council Rules of Procedure. Gentlemen, I know that you've gone over the Rules of Procedure. Do you have anything that you would like to change from the prior couple of years? We changed it extensively a couple of years ago, I know. That's when I was allowed to sit between Mr. Kaufman and Mr. Sorrell for extended periods of time.
I would like to add something.
Go ahead.
So after the legislature met, they changed the posting requirements from 72 hours to 5 days for notice to be posted, and does not count holidays or weekends. So it's really dramatically changed the way we operate administratively here at City Hall, and we've council changed these rules of procedure to accommodate that statute. And at this time, I'm unaware of any other statutes that would require us to reorganize anything on the rules of procedure. Just wanted to share that with you.
Okay. Others? No? No comments? Okay. So do I hear a motion to pass the rules and procedures as modified?
So moved.
Mr. Ullum makes a motion. Mr.
Second.
Oberdare will second that. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. I hear no nays, so that too will pass 5-0. 7.3 is consider adopting resolution number 25-22 to vote for members to the Hood Central Appraisal District HCAD Board of Directors. Resolution number 25-22. And this HCAD letter that you see here has a change to be made in it. The resolution that you see in your package, I think had, this one says Hood Central, so we're good on that one. Is it the other one?
It's the other one.
Okay.
They fixed it after yours was printed.
Oh, okay. So there was a, one of these says the Hood Central, I think it's 7.5?
Yes.
Yeah. 7.5 is said to Hood County Appraisal District instead of Hood Central. So that has been corrected. We're good. Okay? I'll go back to the resolution. Consider adopting resolution number 25-22 to vote for members of the Hood Central Appraisal District HCAD Board of Directors. Mr. Sorrell, would you please walk us through that?
Are going to be open there?
5.
Oh, seats. 365 votes.
Yeah, 5 seats.
These are the only
And
candidates?
Yeah, just,
Well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
right. Yeah, it's how do we want to spread the votes? There's 5 candidates, so and there's 5 seats. So do we want to spread the votes evenly? Give them all to 1, give them all to 2? Really the only question is how do we want to spread the votes? Spread them? Okay, could I hear a motion that we spread them evenly?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we spread the votes evenly among the candidates.
Okay.
Second.
Mr. Corrigan says seconds. So all in favor of spreading the votes evenly, that means that each candidate will obtain, I believe the number is 73 votes. And we will submit those to the appraisal district in a timely manner. Okay? So do I hear a motion to adopt the resolution, whereas the city of Granbury is allocated 365? Is that it? 365 votes based on our 2025 levy, and whereas the city of Granbury met in open session to consider the casting of the votes to which they are entitled, now for the city of Granbury does hereby cast votes for the following person or persons to the Board of Directors of the Hood Central Appraisal District for a 2-year term. Those persons are the 5 persons that are listed in our minutes here, and we will cast 73 votes for each of those those candidates.
So moved.
Okay. So moved, Mr. Corrigan.
Second.
And Mr. Wadley seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. That too will pass at 5-0. Okay. Number 4, 7.4. Consider approving or disapproving the Hood Central Appraisal District budget amendment. Excuse me. We received a note from the appraisal district, the Hood Central Appraisal District, that they will be amending the budget. And the budget amendment change does not require taxing entity approval, but it does give us, it is required that they provide us with a copy of any amendments that are made. And that is in the tax code that'll be done. It's been around since 1979, and this is our first occasion to do that. The reason that's important is because we adopt the budget as the council, the commissioners court, school board. The budget is adopted, and what we see is what gets adopted. Any amendments, I feel, for transparency purposes alone, should be provided to the entities, and by the tax code, they are required to be provided to the entities. We do not have approve or we must disapprove them. We don't have to approve them. If we disagree, we can disapprove them. This amendment that they have presented to us today does not change the dollars at all, but it does change where they will be spending the dollars, and I give them kudos. They found the money that they can now use to pay for the forensic audit that they should get, according to Mr. Law, anytime between now and December the 1st, and then we'll be able to see what the $125,000 that they found will have bought. But back to my point on the tax levy, we adopted over the last 5 years in just two accounts, capital outlay and capital outlay land and building, $658,000. When the auditors came and audited the reports for those same 5 years, there was a final budget. That would be the amended budget. The final, which we never saw, by the way, but that would be the amended budget. The amended budget was for $1,522,835, about $900,000 more than what we had seen. Thanks to Mr. Law, they are now working on that diligently, and we will see the transparency of what's happening over at the HCAD with your dollars, the taxpayers' dollars. And if it's something that we feel strongly about and disagree with, then I'm sure that there'll be further discussion here. So like I said, we do not have to approve. We would have to disapprove, but we do not have to approve on this, but I would like to just go ahead and call for a vote on approving the Hood Central Appraisal District budget amendment as defined here in item number 7.4.
So moved.
Mr. Corrigan makes the motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Mr. Hulla makes a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. I hear no nays. That too will pass 5-0.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
I would, if you would, let me
Sure.
compliment, the whole process. As you pointed out, HCAD hasn't been operating under the code as required by law. And you and this council have worked together to bring them on board to try to follow the laws, and I think that the citizens of Granbury need to be aware of that. This council passed a resolution authorizing the mayor to represent the entire city council to go and visit and work with the HCAD board of directors and their executive director to try and get them on track to where they wouldn't end up with a huge pool of money again that they had to refund to us back at the beginning of Mr. Law's term. And so they were on a path to do things and have corrected their ways at this point. And the forensic audit has been underway for quite some time at the request of this council. And I just want to say that it's all in the matter of transparency and following the law, that we're trying to serve our citizens. And I think that this is a testimony, this budget amendment is a testimony of how your efforts have paid off in riding the ship, so to speak, from the direction that it was headed. So thank y'all.
Yeah. I thank the council as well, and also thank Mr. Law. He has worked with us. As you know, just last week or 2 weeks ago, there was $80,000 in excess funds that was just summarily sent back to each of the entities as it should have been. And we also know that there were some discrepancies in the governance as identified by the Comptroller's Office when they do their MAPS audit for the appraisal district. And those items, and the item being, as part of the budget process, there is a requirement that all positions, all salaries of that position, all positions be listed, the salaries of each position be listed, any benefits that are associated with it, retirement, health, et cetera, and any other benefits, which would be a car allowance or other benefit, are required to be listed in the budget as a separate item in the budget itself. That was not being done, and that was noted And sure enough, the next budget that came out, there it was, just as the budget, the tax code required. The other thing that was happening is that all capital projects need to be identified. If you're going to put capital dollars out in the budget, then you identify the capital projects. The capital projects being identified were very small. Four laptops are going to be replaced with 2 tablets. 5 workstations are going to be built. Some of the other things. Come back to the agenda item. Am I in the wrong one? Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. You want me to come back? Okay. All right. Anyway, there have been no capital projects listed in the budgets, other than small projects, 4 or 5 computers, a workstation or 2, or something like that. No construction, nothing like that has been identified, and that too has now been brought to their attention. In the interim, though, since 2021, there have been close to $216,952 that's been labeled as construction in progress. Mr. Law explained this at the Commissioners Court meeting last Tuesday or Wednesday when they had their meeting. I guess it'd be Wednesday. And he said there's nothing to see here. It was a government department account versus a operating account, and it was just money being moved around. Well, the money was being moved from a non-depreciable capital project to an expense. In any instance, it is money spent. And we have asked for a explanation and the detail for the 2023 retirement write-off or the expense write-off in the amount of $216,952. And we're informed that, well, that's outside the scope of the audit. If you want to get that, and not on Mr. Law, he asked the auditors, and they came back and said, oh, we can get that, but it costs $200 an hour for us to go and dig through all of the stuff that's needed. I said, excuse me, you should know what all the expenses are, whether it's a write-off, whether it's not a write-off, but you should be able to do that. And the reason that I'm so insistent on this is that the $216,000 is part of almost $400,000 of invoices that I hold in my hand here that are for the construction documents or CDs for the Hood County Appraisal District's new building, for design fees for the Hood County Appraisal District's new building, for new Hood County Appraisal District offices, and for the abstracts for the property located on Acton School Road, which was the property that was to be the land swap that Mr. Law mentioned last week in the Commissioner's Court. And there were appraisals on this. The thing is, though, there was never any request, not much less approval of construction for the appraisal district. So I'm asking for those invoices to be provided so we can see who this money went to and for what. And knowing that, then we'll take whatever next steps may or may not be required. So I'm asking that we go ahead and approve this or adopt this resolution 2523, requesting a detailed explanation of funds retired or written off noted on the 2023 fiscal year-end audit of the Hood County Appraisal District. And I'm going to amend this and add that the information be presented prior to end of year 2025. So do I make that motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Wadley makes a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. I hear no nays, so that will pass 5-0, as it did at the Commissioner's Court as well. So, Mr. Sorrell, did you have something? that I need to go back to, or?
No, you just got to say you moved on to 75.
Okay.
We got it.
I got out over my skis there. Okay. Well, gentlemen, that's the end of the agenda, unless we have anything in the executive session. Do we need to convene into executive session? We do. All right. Then I now declare that the Granbury City Council is convened in open session, that all members are present. The City Council will go into closed session pursuant to provisions of Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in the following sections. Section 551071, consultation with attorney pending or contemplated litigation. 551072, deliberation regarding real property. 551087, deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. We will now go into executive sessions. I now declare that the Granbury City Council reconvenes into open session. There was no action taken in closed session, and all council members are present, with the exception of Ms. Parker, who was not present earlier. There being no further business, or is there further business? No? No? There being no further business, I announce this meeting adjourned.